So row 1, confirmation, Van Gisbergen and McLaughlin. Row 2, Waters and Davison. Yesterday's race was 1 hour and 47 minutes. A hot, hard test of driver and equipment. It'll be even tougher today. Whincup prevailed on Saturday, chased home by McLaughlin. At the end of this, the Superloop Adelaide 500 crown awaits, and a great start by McLaughlin. He might even have a car length over Van Gisbergen to turn 1, and he sweeps down and grabs the lead. So it's McLaughlin, Van Gisbergen, Waters to third, then Davison and Coulthard. Whincup's made a pretty handy start as well, but a ripping start by McLaughlin, and that's a difficult thing to do.
How aggressive was that by McLaughlin to turn across? Jack LeBrock out there in the weeds, just gets it pulled up before he made the fence on the left-hand side. That was James Courtney also in trouble. But how aggressive was that? He just turned it in. It was like he had blinkers on. He was a thoroughbred. He just turned it straight across the front of him and made it straight to the apex. That was bold.
Oh, and that was a touch of the wall. Bryce Fullwood, car number 2, actually whacked the exit wall at turn 7. He's got Andre Heimgartner underneath him in the number 7 Mustang, the white Ned racing entry. So he'll just need to be steady into turn 8 forward to make sure that everything's secure at the left rear corner of that car. McLaughlin's got the lead at the moment. It's 0.4 of a second over Van Gisbergen, and then it's Waters, Davison, Coulthard, Whincup. Oh, trouble down here at 9. Huge trouble. Deepest Wiley's involved.
Yep.
Goddard's involved. Everybody else has managed to scramble around, but Anton's car looks like it's got broken right front suspension.
Here we go. There's a lot of them. So there's the Irwin car that I saw with David Reynolds. So they go the other way around the outside. There's Scotty Pye straight in. That was Bryce Fullwood. And nice presence of mind by Goddard to miss it all.
So let's have a look at this. I think it's the teammates that are actually making the contact. It is. It's David Reynolds that actually touched the right rear corner of Anton's car.
Yep.
And then what happened to Pye was he just tripped over in the traffic. I thought originally he was involved in this, but it was actually the 2 Penrite cars that found the same place on the map.
There's Scott. They're both in the lane now, both car 17 and 12.
So now what fuel load do you play? And one of the advantages of being at the end of pit lane for the Shell V-Power Racing team is they can keep an eye on 97 here. And queuing Coulthard, who has to give right of way and not block the lane. And we've got the same problem happening at Walkinshaw Andretti United, so that's going to hurt Bryce Fullwood. He's jumped him. Yeah, so Van Gisbergen's jumped him. I heard the crowd, Murph.
Guys, I cannot believe that they were not watching the 97 for Scott McLaughlin. They waited. The 97 dropped. He was in the lane before they dropped Scott McLaughlin. That is a real fail on behalf of DJ Team Penske to lose track position for Scotty.
That is unbelievable, Murph.
Crazy.
In all the chaos.
I cannot believe that they let that happen. No one was watching the Red Bull tape.
I just finished describing that's one of the advantages of being in that position.
Totally.
This is the reason why Rick Kelly, look on the right-hand side of screen, Jack Smith parked at 45 degrees, and he's effectively blocked the exit path for the Castrol racing car. Can't go anywhere because he's sitting waiting for fuel. Oh, imagine what Rick's thinking about all that. That was an awkward moment for Gary Jacobson. He ended up on the outside wall there at turn 14. That's probably going to bring him back into the lane. Here's what happened. So it's Rick Kelly down the inside. He won't be seeing the humour in life at the moment after having to wait in the pit lane with the double stack there with Jack Smith. And they interlock wheels on the exit, and that pitches Jacobson into the tyres on the outside at 14. Here's the view from Rick's car. They checked up, the wheels interlocked, and it just punches Jacobson off the outside of the road here. So there's actually plenty of space between them at the moment, but Gary's in an awkward spot out there, and Macaulay yields on the way to 11 just to give him some space, and in fact Fullwood goes straight ahead, and Jones only just barely gets away with it. Now, is he able to get it out of there? Yeah, found reverse. He bounced off the tyres.
Yeah, that was messy.
Yeah, I'm all right, sorry.
A Whincup needs to put a couple of ripping laps together now to clear Holdsworth. So the guard's rubbing against the left front there on Fullwood's car 2.
Oh, did they get all their fuel in?
The answer to that, boys, is no. They are a long way short.
No way.
It's got to be, haven't quite. They're sort of blocking the whole deal there. Oh, that is
Cam Waters.
15. It's 20 mil. 20 mil. So
No
do the math on
way.
that, boys. I don't know what has happened there. He is so far short. It's not funny.
Wow, there's lots going on all of a sudden. So Cam Waters had a moment at the final corner and trickled back onto the racetrack. We've got that on replay. Meantime, big question mark over missing fuel getting into Van Gisbergen's car. Third place at the moment with a question mark around the behaviour of Shane's car.
Made
He's
him
on
cover.
pressure rubber, but the thing's not behaving quite to his liking, and he gets down the inside, or does he? He pokes the nose, but no, it's a failed. It's had a failure. He's gone straight ahead at turn 7. Van Gisbergen, is he going to be able to get out of there, or is he done?
He's done. Can you get it back to the pit?
It's a front.
So Van Gisbergen's day has gone from being a comfortable leader, being forced to take a stop, and now grabs reverse. You can hear him grinding it into gear at turn 7. That lets McLaughlin, Mostert and Waters off the hook. McLaughlin was never in doubt, and whatever has failed in that car is right front.
That looks very similar to the Scott Pye, don't you think?
We'll get it
In the same
changed.
spot.
Even if you get it back, mate, there's only 3 laps to go, so.
Last corner for Scott McLaughlin, and he lines it up, and the fans respond. It's his 44th career victory in supercars on the streets here in Adelaide. Well done, Scott McLaughlin.
Yeah, little bit of luck there, but how good. Awesome drive, mate. Great effort. Good weekend. Mega athlete in the championship.
Beautiful work, Chaz Mostert, and some happy faces down there at Walkinshaw Andretti United. Ryan Walkinshaw, team owner. Big result. So well done to McLaughlin, well done to Mostert, and fine work also by Cam Waters. Occupies the final spot on the podium. Big margin, 10.3 seconds at the end. Weird day.
Very weird day. 2 big mistakes by the 2 factory teams, the 2 teams at the end of pit lane. The initial one was a strategic one from DJ Team Penske, which cost them the lead. The next one was an underfill of car 97 for Red Bull Holden Racing Team. So tragic, and you can see the despondent look in the big Kiwi because he drove today. It was a mega drive. It was a masterclass of how you throw a car around this street circuit. It is a bull ring, and he made it look easy. He did a superb job. He'll wave. Yeah, well done. Nice sportsmanship also there for Shane. And he knows also from so many of them, he's going to get picked up. Look at this. Look at this. This is Uber.
Uber monster. So Cam Waters picks up Shane Van Gisbergen, drags him back. So nice work. Cam Waters, first time on the podium.
He's doing gears for him.
First time on the podium for Cam since New Zealand.
You do that. I'll do the gears, you do the steering.
I think I've done that with you in roadies before, and it's essentially dangerous. You typically grab the handbrake. So well done. Nice to see Shane Van Gisbergen acknowledging the race winner and the guys that got on the podium. There's great camaraderie between them. They all fight hard on the racetrack, but there's a spirit of camaraderie and entertainment between them. So well done, Cam. As I said, first time on the podium for him since he was second back in New Zealand in the latter part of last year.
I'll tell you who's going to be scratching his head when Chaz Mostert gets to the Parc Ferme for the podium. All of a sudden, Mostert, he's going to get out. Oh, there's Cam Waters and SVG.
He's going to think, I thought we got rid of him.
They're ganging up on me.
Championship leader and right into the location target for the winner of today's race. Nice work for Scott McLaughlin. That was a weird sight, wasn't it? So let's have a look at our unofficial results now. So in a bizarre afternoon, McLaughlin actually prevails, even though the team made an unusual mistake early in the sequence over Mostert and Waters. That's your podium to celebrate this afternoon. Davison, Whincup, Holdsworth, Percat, Reynolds, Coulthard and Heimgartner. So great job for Andre Heimgartner to get the Ned Racing Mustang up into the top 10 as well. Not bad work either from David Reynolds when you consider that he toured the pit lane with that drive-through penalty after tagging his teammate. Next in the group, and Rick Kelly had a pretty fraught afternoon, blocked in the pit lane at one stage and a 15-second hold. James Courtney also had a troubled day, and these were the drivers that unfortunately didn't make it home as classified drivers. Van Gisbergen, Pither, Di Pasquale and Pye. Various levels of trauma and damage for those cars.